Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you Marvel's March for May 2024 Solicitations. That just really looks pretty cool as they're fighting during Blood Hunt issue 2, like Tony's new armor and the blast and everything, Carol doing a punch, Sam in the background, and Vision bloody, battered, and broken. And I liked a lot of what I was seeing through this, and Blood Hunt seems to be taking up a good chunk of it. Now, granted, it goes on in May. Ooh. Then we've got our tie-ins. You gotta have the Midnight Suns taking on what's kind of going on there. You've got Blood Hunters, Black Panther, and Dracula. So, interesting to kind of start off with there. So we do start off with Blood Hunt, 1 of 5. The bloodiest Marvel event ever. So we've got that and the Red Band one. The skies have gone dark, the sun hiding its face from the carnage to come. The children of the night, the vampires, have risen from the dark and hidden places of the world as one to drown the Marvel universe in blood. Earth's final night has fallen. Can even the heroes of this doomed world stem the tide of blood that is to come? Join the Avengers, Blade, Bloodline, Spider-Man, Hunter's Moon, Tigra, Doctor Strange, and Clea as the Dance of Death begins in Blood Hunt issue 1. 40 pages, $5.99. Not completely terribly bad for event issue there, pricing wise. And then the Red Band one, that one's 48 pages, $6.99. So I kind of like that they have a regular kind of edition and then like a bloodier kind of edition. And I really fucking love that right here. Just all the characters arrayed like that. And it's cool to have Tiger kind of brought back up. Then we also get Blood Hunt 2 of 5. The vampires' first strike has laid low the world, and their endless legions run riot across the planet. The broken Avengers join the fighters of the Midnight Mission and unlikely allies Bloodline and Dracula in seeking out the one man who can do something about this, Doctor Strange. But after the apocalyptic events of Blood Hunt issue 1, what is left of Earth's Sorcerer Supreme? So it's kind of cool that Dracula is actually like, I kind of need help with this. And I really like Carol and Miles there. And that one, ooh, and Iron Man's armor. That's just a really cool looking cover. And of course, this one, like, yeah. And that one also has a Red Band edition as well. Now, granted, the regular issue 2 is 32 pages at $4.99. The Red Band of issue 2 is 40 pages, $5.99. So, it is interesting. We'll have to see how that kind of tiering goes. I would usually prefer one kind of issue that has everything and just have it at a decent price. This one, it's $1 more and you do get more for it. We'll have to see how this kind of works out for them. If it becomes more of a niche thing or if a lot more people are into it and into what's kind of in there. So we'll kind of have to see how that works out. Dracula Blood Hunt, 1 of 3. All will bow to the Lord of Vampires. Blade is Dracula's ultimate nemesis, the most formidable vampire hunter in the world. Blade is Brielle Brooks' father, the man who's training her to follow in his footsteps. Cool. But during the Blood Hunt, when day is night and all's not as it appears, these enemies may find their interests, however briefly, aligned for the fate of humanity. 40 pages, $4.99. So that's interesting. So these are the kind of minis that we're getting. Midnight Suns, Blood Hunt 1 of 3, and most of them seem to be 1 of 3, though the Blood Hunters is 1 of 4. The Return of the Midnight Suns. The original Midnight Suns reunite to deal with the vampire threat unleashed in Blood Hunt. But first they must defeat one of their own, Blade. Okay, that's weird. Ghost Rider fighting Blade. Alright. Union Jack the Ripper. Blood Hunt 1 of 3. Union Jack paints the UK red. As vampires inherit the Earth, one lone man has made it his mission to protect it. But what does Joey Chapman, Union Jack, have up his sleeves? And will it be enough? And who will Union Jack have to face to keep London from falling? Cavan Scott and Kev Walker bring you a Union Jack story like you've never seen before. 32 pages, $4.99. And Midnight Sun is 40 pages, $4.99. So, yeah. Blood Hunters, 1 of 4. Is that Dazzler and Hawkeye? Cloak, sorry. The first in a new anthology series that explains how the shattering events of Blood Hunt covered the breadth of the Marvel Universe. Hawkeye is on the run, but does he have enough trick arrows in his quiver to avoid both the long arm of the law and vampires out for his blood? Shit! Man-Wolf and J. Jonah Jameson do a little father-son bonding, while also fighting for their lives against a horde of bloodsuckers. And in a continuing story, with Cloak missing in action, Dagger strikes out in search of new and surprising allies. Witness the genesis of Marvel's wildest team yet, the Bloodhunters. It all begins here. 40 pages, $4.99. So that's Dagger. That sounds crazy, and it sounds like Clint's in some weird shit going on. We got Black Panther Blood Hunt, 1 of 3. This looks fucking gnarly. We also get a Venom tie-in as well. T'Challa the Vampire, a key Blood Hunt tie-in. What? Spinning from the events in the Blood Hunt series, Black Panther finds himself transformed into a vampire and tasked with carrying out a key mission for the Vampire Overlord. But we don't know who that Overlord is. It's not Dracula, but even a dark transformation won't keep T'Challa from his duties to Wakanda, for better or for worse. 40 pages, $4.99. That is a gnarly cover there. Son of a bitch. Lee Price, what the fuck? As Earth is smothered in eternal night, Venom unleashes their lethal justice on the hordes of blood-sucking vampires threatening the innocence of New York City. There's one vampiric foe that thirsts not for blood, but for symbiotes. Interesting. Vampires aren't the only threat. The dead now rise. Lee Price, one-time host of the Venom symbiote, has been ripped from his grave, and he's got a bone, or a brain to pick, with his old partner. 32 pages, $3.99. That sounds like a crazy Venom one. What the fuck? Let's see. Vengeance of the Moon Knight issue 5, tying in. For the new and vengeful Moon Knight, taking Mark Spector's name isn't enough, as he now turns his sights and fists on everything Mark held dear in his life. That sounds nasty. Now this really sounds good. Avengers issue 14, Blood Hunt tie-in, new team lineup debuts. With the current Avengers tied up and under siege during Blood Hunt, Captain Marvel calls for aid. Who better to assemble a new team of Avengers than Steve Rogers? That's cool. I like that we have the main team of Avengers, and then it's like, okay, Steve's not on that team, so now he needs to assemble his own team to kind of help out what's going on. That's the kind of cool thing with having the gigantic roster of the Avengers. Captain America gathers the forces of Quicksilver, Hawkeye, Hercules, and Hazmat to take on the hordes of vampires attacking all over the world. That actually sounds like a really fucking cool team right there. As we see them, we see Steve and Hawkeye looks like Kate Bishop. Hazmat, who I'm not really familiar with, Hercules, and Quicksilver. That's a pretty cool team lineup. We'll have to see how that kind of works out, so I'm really excited to see that kind of work out. And when they encounter an organized army of vampires in uniform led by a surprise villain, it gets personal. Oh shit, 32 pages, $3.99. I'm really looking forward to that one. Strange Academy has a Blood Hunt 1 of 3. The vampire onslaught of Blood Hunt reaches worldwide, all the way down to New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Strange Academy. Doyle Dormammu, Shaylee, Thoth, Zoe, Germaine get embroiled in an adventure that will take them around the Marvel Universe and right into the center of the Blood Hunt action. That's right, the kids from the best new series of the decade find themselves at center stage of the Marvel event of 2024. 40 pages, $4.99. So, I hope they do okay there. Doctor Strange issue 15, a Blood Hunt tie-in. Picking up immediately after the shocking events of Blood Hunt issue 1, Strange and Clea must help the heroes of Earth fight back against the vampire army, but is it already too late for our Sorcerer Supreme? 32 pages, $3.99. That one looks crazy, kind of like the T'Challa one. Okay, we also get an Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt 1 of 3 as well. This one by Justina Ireland is the writer, and Marcelo Pereira. And let's see, spinning directly out of Amazing Spider-Man issue 49, Spidey's role in Blood Hunt becomes clear, and it involves, of course, Morbius. Yeah, that makes sense. That's right, the Web-Slinger's main vampiric villain, Michael Morbius, is involved in the big vampire play, and Peter has to figure out if he needs to take out his fanged foe or save him. 40 pages, $4.99. Interesting. Then we get regular Amazing Spider-Man issue 49. A Blood Hunt tie-in. Vampires are running rampant through New York City, and while the Avengers are caught in the middle, someone has to take care of the citizens of the Big Apple. That person? Yep, Spider-Man. But only if it were that simple. Things never are, and this issue leads directly into Spider-Man's larger role in Blood Hunt. 32 pages, $4.99. We'll have to see how that works out. And how I do like that we're getting repercussions of Blood Hunt throughout the regular books as well. Now I get Amazing Spider-Man issue 50 as well. Guess who's back? The Green Goblin returns in this landmark and massive issue of Amazing Spider-Man that boasts not only a double-sized main story, but some instant Spider-Man classics by legends and legends to be. The sins of Norman Osborn have found their way home, and Norman shows his true color, green. But is it truly that simple? Spidey and Gobby's brutal fight is one for the ages, and you don't want to miss this ending. Plus, Marv Wolfman returns to Spider-Man. Nikesh Shukala tells a story that will stay with you for a long time, and more. 80 pages, $9.99. Let's see. Zeb Wells with Mark Wolfman, and there's going to be a lot. Let's see. Writers, Ed McGuinness with Terry Dodson and more. Cover by... Oh, damn, that's a good-looking cover. This one's going to be nuts. So, if you're looking forward to kind of what's going on... Oh, God, and then it shows some interior art of Spidey and Norman there. Oh, my God, that sounds like it's going to be really kind of cool. Now, that one's beefy at 80 pages, and it's $9.99. So, if you're a Spidey fan, and that sounds interesting to you, prepare for it. If you're into Spidey, but you're not into the price, keep that warning, okay? And just be like, you might check it out later or in the trade packs, if you want to. You know what I mean? I always like to give that kind of heads up. Ultimate Black Panther issue 4. Shuri seizes the throne. Shit! With T'Challa missing and presumed dead, Wakanda needs a new leader. Shuri wants war against Ra and Khonshu more than T'Challa ever did, but at what cost? Meanwhile, Black Panther must learn from his new allies, the freedom fighters Killmonger and Storm. 32 pages, $4.99. Dang. And Ultimate Spider-Man issue 5. The Secret History of Harry Osborn. How does the heir apparent of Oscorp become a masked vigilante? And what does Green Goblin know of the true status of the world he lives in? All and more will be revealed. 32 pages, $4.99. And if you've been enjoying those, let me know. I kind of hope that the Ultimate Universe kind of works out. Let's see here. Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine, World War III, issue 1 and 3. That looks kind of crazy. The most intensely mismatched team-up in comics and pop culture. The best there is in the Merc with the Mouth undergoes a radical change as we kick off a 3-part globe-spanning saga for the ages. The mysterious Delta believes in change. Change is good. But as he sets his sights on Deadpool and Wolverine is caught up in the plot, is the third time really the charm or the curse? Get ready for World War III to erupt on the scene with the wildest duo in comics from legends Joe Kelly, Deadpool, Uncanny X-Men, and Adam Kubert, Wolverine, Uncanny X-Men. 40 pages, $4.99. Parental advisory. Yup. Oh, damn. And then it shows some previews for that. Let's see. Am I getting close to the one? This one actually sounds pretty damn interesting. Like, I'm surprised they haven't done this before. Doom issue 1. Jonathan Hickman and Sanford Green writing. Sanford Green, AC. In the near future, Doom alone must save the Marvel Universe. Legendary creators Jonathan Hickman, Ultimate Spider-Man Gods, and Sanford Green, Bitterroot, send Dr. Doom on a journey unlike any he has undertaken before. With Valeria Richards at his side, Doom goes on a quest to harness more power than any human has ever wielded before, in order to try to stop Galactus from bringing about the death of the universe. 56 pages, $6.99. And then we also see the covers and everything there. And then we actually get a look at the art, and it looks fucking crazy without the colors. Like, damn, we see Valeria, we see this kind of head, we see Galactus looking like he's like getting ripped to shreds in this kind of like paneling. It's interesting when Dr. Doom has to actively kind of like, well, not actively, when he's got to do something like that, we have to see if he fights like his worst kind of tendencies and see if he can become the hero that he actually thinks himself to be. Helverine 1 of 4. Ride to Hell and Back in Helverine's first ever solo series. Because you demanded it, the return of Helverine. When a demonic force known as Bagra Ghul first came to Earth, it brought Logan and Ghost Rider together to hunt it before it possessed Wolverine. But now, in the present day, one event will put the Helverine back on the streets. And is he slashing his Hellfire claws for good or evil? And introducing the all-new Hellfire Warriors. Don't miss the launch of the all-new series brought to you by Helverine co-creator Benjamin Percy, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, that's cool, and blazing hot talent Julius Ota, Alien Venom, 40 pages, $4.99. It's Wolverine and Ghost Rider as Helverine. That's just fucking great. Both covers look fucking, that's fucking awesome. And then we see all the different artwork. Ah, it's cool. Check it out if you wish it. Fucking Mephisto. Doing weird shit. This one's interesting too. Get Fury 1 of 5. Garth Ennis returns to Marvel with Nick Fury and Frank Castle as you've never seen. It's 1971. There's a war raging in Vietnam, and Nick Fury has been captured by the Viet Cong. At this moment, they don't quite understand that they have in their possession a man who knows enough secrets to damage the United States beyond comprehension. The CIA, however, does realize this, and they can't risk their enemy getting those secrets, so they dispatch the most deadly man in the U.S. Army, Lieutenant Frank Castle. So, if you're into Frank Castle and Nick Fury Sr., go for it. That sounds pretty interesting. There's Giant Sex. X-Men, Avengers Twilight, issue 6 of 6. The end has come. A horrific bomb has been dropped, and its fallout can't be contained. Avengers and Defenders rise up to save the world, but death stalks them all. The senses-shattering series concludes here in an epic you have to see to believe, and I've been really enjoying this Avengers Twilight series, and I can't wait to see how that ends. Ghost Rider, Final Vengeance, Issue 3. The Hood brings the Hellfire. The new Ghost Rider plans his bloody takeover of Chicago's criminal underworld. Will Johnny Blaze be able to claw his way back from the brink of death to reclaim the spirit of vengeance? 32 pages, $3.99. The Red Hood with... Oh, God, that's not good. Deadpool and Taskmaster doing some crazy-ass shit. Kid Venom looking pretty cool. Let's see. Spider-Man, Shadow of the Green Goblin. 2 of 4. That looks nuts. And the Spectacular Spider-Man looks pretty sweet. Ghost Spider. Black Widow and Hawkeye, 3 of 4. That looks crazy. Symbiote Spider-Man, $20.99, 3 of 5. God, that cover looks gnarly. Miles Morales Spider-Man. That's kind of cool looking cover there. Miles, let's see what you're up to. When Miles, a.k.a. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, a.k.a. Spider-Man, faces his greatest challenge yet, babysitting his little sister, Billy. Okay, I've been in a hot minute. I'm like, when did that happen? Wasn't he supposed to fight crime with Shift? Oh, and there was a thing with Miss Marvel. Oh no, he forgot to call Genki back. And he's never late to meet, Starling? Miles' world is spinning and has no idea that it's all about to get it turned upside down. 32 pages, $3.99. Jeez, I feel for you there, man. That's superior. Spider-Man doing some stuff. Spider-Boy doing some stuff. That's actually a pretty cool looking cover. Covered by Humberto Ramos. Yeah. Spider-Woman, Jackpot and Black Cat. Edge of the Spider-Verse. Spider-Punk. What If. Carnage. Gods, issue 8. If you could go back and erase the biggest mistake you've ever made, would you? Of course you would. So let's do that. Let the pieces fall where they may. 32 pages, $4.99. Yeah, interesting. That's, if you've been enjoying that, happy for you. We got an X-Men The Wedding Special. Ooh, by Kieran Gillian. Yoon-Ha Lee, M. Louise, and more. Ooh, to be decided artists. Mystique and Destiny are one of the most beloved and longest-running gay couples in history. Somewhere in their 100-plus years together, damn! The pair are married, but we've never seen the event on the page. This year's Marvel Voices Pride makes history with Marvel's first woman-to-woman wedding and a story by superstar X-Men scribe Kieran Gillian. And with a couple as complex as these two, you know there's a lot more to this story. We promise party crashing, villainy, romance, in the classic tradition of Fantastic Four Annual Issue 3 and X-Men 30, this anthology will be a must-read for every comics fan, featuring the Marvel debuts of award-winning writers Yoon-Ha Lee, 9 Fox Gambit, Machineries of Empire, and M. Louise, Agents of the Realm, and much more talent to be announced. 88 pages, $9.99. That sounds pretty cool. Wolverine going Hambo in the Sabretooth War, 49 and 50. I mean, that armor looks cool, but then that armor looks really fucking cool. Like, yeah. Got the Fall of the House of X, issue 5 of 5, and Rise of the Powers of X, 5 of 5, which both covers are great. Like, Jean going fucking ham. X-Men, issue 34. The end is nigh. The Krakoan age is nearly at an end, and what might be the final battle of the heroes of Krakoa? One last stop before the fall and rise The fall and rise come to their conclusion, and everything changes. 32 pages, $3.99. The Invincible Iron Man, issue 18, side by side with Magneto. What? For years, the Master of Magnetism was Iron Man's greatest fear. Totally makes sense. But to take down Orchis, will Tony have to work with the X-Men's former adversary? Will a fight against every Sentinel on Earth be too much for even these two powerhouses? 32 pages, $3.99. We'll have to see. I mean, he's got a Sentinel Buster, so yeah. X-Men Forever 304 and 404 come out. Miss Marvel, Mutant Menace 304. It's a mutant eat mutant world. Looks like Miss Marvel's fighting like zombies? Miss Marvel knew she was going to have to put up with a lot as a mutant, but her own mutant friends turning into zombies and trying to eat her is a bridge too far, and she thought being an Avenger was hard. 32 pages, $3.99. Honestly, they are hard, but normally you kind of have, like, if you're doing more shit with the, like, supernatural side, you kind of be like, yeah, zombies are in the territory, but, like, I get it. With her being like, yeah, that's kind of a bridge too far. Let's see. The Immortal Thors, issue 10 and 11. Really kind of cool there. So, 10. Thor must die. The son of Odin faced three of his greatest foes in battle, with a fog of magic closing around him. Yet even if he won, he lost, for Thor fought not for his life, but for his death. This is the story of the immortal Thor and the Minotaur's final triumph. 32 pages, $4.99. 11. Following up on the Gods page from Immortal Thor issue 1. Tears vanished, and there were whispers of cosmic forces at work, and so the children of Odin gathered in their father's name to search for one of their own. Regal Thor, fierce Angela, brave Balder, swift Hermod, quiet Hrungnir, strong Vidar, cunning Loki, even Laus the youngest. All were there, and another beside, another whose name they fear. This is the story of the immortal Thor and the lost son of Odin. 32 pages, $4.99. That's cool. I connect with the sibling kind of stuff like that. Captain Marvel, issue 8. New status quo. Carol's connection to Una Yang is shattered, and the Undone is still coming. Captain Marvel reaches a point of no return. 32 pages, $3.99. Woo. Then we also see Captain America, issue 9. To stand against death. Captain America has a new mission, to assemble 6 new change agents under the front door cabaret's protection before they can be found by those who want them eradicated. But his first recruit is already in danger. Cap's only lead seems to be a misplaced penguin. 32 pages, $4.99. That sounds weird, but I like how it's dovetailing out of how we have already concluded everything on Asmodee and set up on a new thing. Power Pack, Into the Storm 505, Night Thrasher 404. Fantastic Four, issue 20. Things are calm and normal, and definitely will be for a long while. Things are not about to explode in everyone's faces, and this is not the last chance at normalcy the FF will have for a very, very long time. With that absolutely being the case, Ben the Thing Grim and Johnny the Human Torch Storm get part-time jobs to bring in some extra cash for the family, and end up getting the same job at the same location. But surely pairing a hot-headed fire guy and an exasperated rock guy is a recipe for peace, quiet, and tranquility, right? And surely these two won't bring their own drama with them when they start working side by side, yes? Also in this issue, Anagnoris. Pardon me? What the? No. Ah, evidently that is the point-and-play novel, etc., in which a principal character recognizes or discovers another character's true identity or the true nature of their own circumstances. Wow! That's kind of what I like about this Fantastic Four run. I learn all different kind of new stuff. Sensational She-Hulk issue 8, The Incredible Hulk issue 12. That cover is crazy looking. The aftermath of the tragic battle against frozen Charlotte, Hulk pays a visit to Strange Academy, seeking the help of Brother Voodoo in saving Charlie's immortal soul. But when the task calls for a one-way descent into an exorcist ancient prison in search of the immortal Flesh Weaver, is the price too high even for the Incredible Hulk? Wow, 32 pages, $3.99. That sounds crazy. Daredevil issue 9. There you get a crazy-ass looking cover for Predator. So, those are the main things that I'm kind of interested in. We also evidently are going to be getting like Godzilla, the original Marvel years, kind of trade omnibus collection. That's kind of crazy. So, I do kind of like what I am seeing in here about Blood Hunt. I'm really interested in how that's going to affect the Avengers issues that I usually look at. Doctor Strange, how it kind of affects Spidey. Spidey's one I'm really interested to looking into, seeing what's going to happen with Green Goblin. I like to see what's happening with Thor and his whole thing going on with Tyr as well. I'm glad that that's going to be resolved. Invincible Iron Man still dealing with everything going on with Orcus, and Cap having everything kind of worked out and going forward with the repercussions of taking out Asmodee and having to still work with the Agents of Change and trying to protect them. And Fantastic Four is just going to be nutty to see frickin' Johnny and Ben have to frickin' work at the same place. So it is. I don't mind putting characters into different kind of territories. It's interesting to put the Fantastic Four almost kind of like in a Tony Stark situation where periodically Tony gets like ripped down, has no money, sees what he can do with the limited resources. I'm interested to see them in a kind of situation of just trying to bring in cash and going and working regular jobs. That's going to be nuts. So I really liked what I've seen in here. Tell me what you guys are thinking with these solicitations. If there's anything that you're looking forward to, if you're looking forward to the same stuff I am, or different kind of stuff, all that kind of stuff. If you liked them, if you didn't like them, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.